He is a part of the Broadway's Rock of Ages band. It's a pleasure to welcome Dan Domenech to WDHA. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me on.
Saturday, Bergen Pack in Englewood. You're bringing the band out. Can't wait for it. It's like if you had a jukebox in 1989, this would be what they'd be playing.
Absolutely, absolutely. Everywhere we go, this show hits hard. Everyone has a wonderful time. The band has been at it for probably 8 or 9 years at this point, and we really got something special. We're excited to come out to Jersey.
You spent a couple of years in on the Broadway stage doing this show. What was it that attracted you to it?
Well, I was living in LA at the time, and I had taken a break from doing theater to work in movies, and that was a lot of fun. But I kind of missed being on stage, so I saw an audition for Rock of Ages come up in the paper, and it was there in Los Angeles, and I auditioned and went on the tour. And then after a little bit of time on the tour, they asked if I wanted to be on Broadway, and I happily accepted, which was great coming from Long Island. So all my friends and family were super excited.
And it was probably the soundtrack, if not to you, maybe an older brother or sister, or at least your parents growing up, the music that you're singing now.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. I was born in 1980, so 90s grunge, the Seattle grunge era, and the 80s kind of crossed over in my musical tastes. So it's really cool to be doing this, especially with the people that are in the band play with these 80s bands. You know,
Yeah,
they
which I think is very, very cool. It's not just like some cover band. I'm in one, by the way. But it's not just some cover band. These are artists who were on stage and in the studio with the musicians who made these amazing records.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. We got people from Whitesnake, people in Blondie, Joan Jett, even some 90s Soul Asylum. So it's cool to be on stage with them and learn from the people around you because I come from the theater world. So it's a completely different style. And again, it's been working. We're still doing it.
If you had to pick one or two songs that you really, really look forward to doing on stage every night, what would they be?
Every night, the final countdown, it starts with that synth, and it's for a singer, it just soars. So it just feels so good to do. But then you get to the end of the show. I don't want to tell you what we close with because it's a bit of a surprise. But at that point, the whole crowd is up against the stage. Everyone's singing. They got their phones out. They're hugging. You just see the nostalgia hitting them so hard, and it's nice to deliver that to people.
So many of those songs required a really high register, a high voice in singing. How do you keep your voice in shape?
Yeah, I think it was a lot of how I grew up. I was obsessed with singing. I was obsessed with different styles of singing. So I think doing that every day nonstop kind of set me up for what I'm able to do right now. Some of it is really up there, and it's nice the way we have the set list parsed out. It starts out easy, and then by the end, there's just like you just empty the tank by the end. It's a lot of fun.
I'm looking on my phone. I have an app. What is it? Matt Farnsworth Vocal Studio, Free Your Voice. And these are some warm-up exercises that I try to do in
Yeah,
an effort to keep my voice something in shape, whether it's radio or, like I said, playing with a cover band.
that was my voice teacher when I first started singing.
Was it really?
Yep. Back in like 98 or 99, I took my first lesson with him in the city. And actually, I just texted him not too long ago. Yeah, we still keep in touch.
The exercises, I can't tell you how much they've helped.
Yeah, yeah, he's great. He's one of the best in New York, and he's got a great track record. And if you look on his website, you can just see the people that just have Broadway show after Broadway show, and even he's got people in Trans-Siberian Orchestra. It's nuts. He knows what he's doing.
I was poking around on your social media. I saw that you just got married recently.
I did.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Yeah, yeah. Last month I got married. I met my wife during the pandemic. We were both stuck where we were and started talking. And we weren't even trying to date. We were just like, we need someone to talk to that doesn't want to talk about COVID. So we found each other and never stopped talking.
Well, congratulations. That's wonderful.
Thank you.
And there were a couple of other things that I wanted to ask you about. There's a couple of charity and organizations that you're involved with, Love 146 and Lollipop Theater Network. Tell our listeners about that.
Okay, so both of those organizations reached out when I was doing Rock of Ages, and Love 146. We did a concert with them at Joe's Pub, and they bring human trafficking to the forefront and awareness to that whole terrible thing that happens in our world and is still happening today. And then the Lollipop Theater, we went to a children's hospital and we brought our guitars and we were singing songs from Rock of Ages, and we were writing songs with them and showing these kids to take the pain that they're feeling from being away from their families, and having these diseases, and using art to express themselves, to be able to get whatever that hurt that they're feeling on the inside out, to have that cathartic experience.
So the Broadway's Rock of Ages band coming to the Bergen Pack this Saturday. We can't tell you what the final song is. You'll have to see for yourself. Tickets and information at bergenpack.org. You can always go to the band's website, Broadway's Rock of Ages Band.com. Dan Domenech, thank you so much for your time this morning, and have a great show Saturday night.
Thank you so much. Thanks again for having me. I'll see you soon.